5 baffles. That's the sweet spot. As you can imagine, steel. So unpleasant. Berm. Yeah. There's no denying that thing has a great tone.
Yes, we are back. We are back to filming reviews, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Woosah, Suppress Fest is done. So now that my whole life is not devoted to Suppress Fest, we're back filming videos here on the channel. So first things first, what are we filming today? The JK Armament 155 SBRX 30 cal suppressor. So I actually had the chance to hear this in person at Suppress Fest when I was making my rounds, checking on the vendors at the event. I heard a very low tone. It was like thump, 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 thump. And went over to the JK Armament booth. I think I got some footage of it. I might have already shown it on the Suppress Fest video I just put out. If I did, I'll look for it and I'll drop it right now.
That tone is low.
Yeah. We're bass heads over here.
Douche.
Yeah.
I mean, I got like plywood right here. It still sounds good.
But like I said, had a very cool tone. That was the first time I ever heard it. So pretty impressed right off the bat. So what is it? It's a modular SBR rated 30 caliber rifle can. So we're gonna just get down into the nitty gritty today. I have a couple mounts here. I have one of their takedown tools, the suppressor. As usual, we're gonna cover it here in the studio so you guys have an understanding, well-rounded understanding of what it is, what it can do, what it's made from, the mounting options, etc. Then we're gonna hit the range and do some shooting. They also requested a SOCOM 250 round test on it today. So never done that, that's gonna be cool. We're gonna put this thing through hell today. So let's go ahead and get to it. All right, in the box, we'll have your usual decal, manual, suppressor, and mount. We'll just throw these off to the side here. And here we go. Actually, very substantial feeling suppressor here. So let's go ahead and cover the specs. Like all my modular suppressor reviews, there's going to be 2 sizes here and 2 weights. Now, instead of doing individual weights and sizes here, boring you to death, we're going to go from the smallest possible configuration to the full size configuration. So starting off in the shortest configuration and lowest weight, it comes in at 3.3 inches in length at a weight of 4.4 ounces. Pretty ridiculous. And then the full size, so everything that you see here, comes in at 6.6 inches with a max weight of 12.8 ounces. As you would have guessed it with old JK Armament, if you recall the title of today's video, 155 SBRX, the 155 is the diameter. So this is 1.55 inches in diameter. As far as the materials, it is a combination of 17.4 heat-treated stainless steel and grade 5 titanium. Your finish is going to be a matte black, high temperature Cerakote. And as far as calibers, now it's a 30 caliber suppressor, so as you guys know, you can shoot sub calibers through it. Now there are some minimum barrel length requirements, and they are as follows. 5.56, shortest barrel you can use with it, 7.5 inches. Shortest barrel for 7.62 by 39, 5.5 inches. Fire breather. Shortest barrel for 300 blackout, no restrictions, do whatever you want there. Shortest barrel for 308 is 12 inches, and for 300 Win Mag is 18 inches. It is full auto rated. Probably going to stick with 5.56 on that. That's what we're going to do that 240 round SOCOM firing test today. So full auto rated there. As far as the warranty, it's lifetime. I've been told again and again by JK Armament, they're not going to tow you along, play around. You have something wrong with your suppressor, they're going to make it right at no cost to you. Now this bad boy comes in a retail price, I believe, of $9.99, and then JK Armament very generously extended a 11% discount to my Patreon members, so it would come out to $889 for the suppressor right here. Now let's get down to the special features. We'll take it apart, kind of look at the baffle design, stuff like that. So modular can, but let's just start with the elephant in the room here. Bada bing, bada boom, 1.375 by 24 hub interface. Thank you, industry, we're all going there. So not only do they ship their suppressor, with some mounts, you can order additional mounts. I highly recommend flash hiders over brakes, especially because of my job. I'm constantly moving muzzle devices from rifle to rifle, so to not have to time it each time, like with a muzzle brake, flash hiders are definitely welcome. But you can use a competitor's mounting device with this 1.375 by 24 hub. Let's see, before we take it apart, they also have a flash reducing end cap there. Pretty cool design. I'm sure it works pretty well. A lot of companies are starting to do this. Now, let's get to the modularity here. We'll just go ahead and unscrew it so you guys can see what I'm dealing with here. You have the front section of the suppressor. Now, I didn't ask them before reviewing which was the stainless and which was the titanium. I can tell you right now, just by taking it apart, the baffles are 17.4 heat treated stainless steel, and the front section is titanium. I mean, just holding it in my hand seems pretty apparent. Hopefully I got that right, but you can feel the weight difference here. So we'll just unscrew some baffles here. I'm gonna get some B-roll here when we're done talking, but your standard cone shape there. You have a notch for the gas, and we have a total of, with not including the end cap, because I don't see an interior baffle loop there. I'm not gonna take all these apart because some of them are a little tight, and you guys get the drift here. But we have, not including the blast chamber assembly, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 baffles. So you can put either one baffle on it plus the end cap, or up to 5. So we're gonna toy around with that today. I would say, as far as playing around with the baffles, you're probably gonna get the most noticeable changes in performance with something like a Subsonic 300 Blackout. 5.56 is just so damn loud no matter what you put it on. You're probably not going to notice a huge difference between like a 3 baffle and then like the full stack, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, we can try it today. With the SOCOM test, we're going to try it with the entire stack. I'm going to wrench the hell out of it so nothing comes loose, and then we are going to give it the full beans. So yeah, I don't want to drag you along too long here in the studio. Again, I'll put some beautiful close shots here of the baffle design. The engraving for the suppressor is in the blast chamber area. Checking on the mount, let's just rip this sucker out of here. So I want to put this in here on camera and kind of see how far past that engraving this sits. Okay, all right, I'll show a tight shot there, but the end of the tine on the flash hider stops right around here. So chance of you having a catastrophic failure with trajectory with a projectile, it's not going to happen right here. Probably happens somewhere down here before it exits the suppressor. So like I said, if you blow these to hell, just send the whole unit back to them and they'll just throw new baffles on and replace it free of charge. So that's good to know there, because a lot of companies are trying to put the engraving, rightfully so, as far back as they can, whether it be here or engraved along the back of the suppressor, as far rearward as they can. So if you have any trajectory issues, with an out-of-spec projectile, barrel, whatnot, you won't destroy your serialized information there and make yourself cry at the range. So I think that pretty much covers it for the studio. Again, I'm sure while I was talking here, you've seen some beautiful close-up shots of the muzzle devices and this cool modular suppressor. Without dragging out too much further in the studio, let's pack up some ammo, some guns, and take this puppy to the range.
Steel. Nice. That one went supersonic. Yep. Let's do 4 baffles. Those rounds are going supersonic. Had that happen last time we filmed. Sounds so good. Very low tone. Very deep. Alright, let's try the full stack. That's the sweet spot. As you can imagine, steel. So unpleasant. Berm. Yeah. There's no denying that thing has a great tone. I really do dislike shooting steel. Okay, we are going to be doing the SOCOM suppressor firing table, 240 rounds. I have my list here, my instructions. Let's do this. One round per second, 2 rounds, 1 round. says. All right. Woo! God dog. I can light this table on fire. Oh yeah. Holy shit. I'm burning up. All right, well, I can tell you right off the bat, I prefer filming during winter time. While it's not freezing out here, it sure is not hot. So, hope you guys enjoyed the review today. First time I've done a SOCOM suppressor test. I thought it went really well, but let's not touch base on that yet. Let's rewind and go back to the 300 Blackout where we started. So, what is this suppressor? 6.6 inches? So, no matter what your wives tell you, that's not large, okay? So 6.5 inches for a suppressor, is, especially a rifle can these days, is not very big. It's pretty compact. I don't see the reason to play with the modules on 300 Blackout. It sounded downright amazing with the full 5 baffle stack, and it's not really adding much length to the firearm, okay? 6.5 inches is not a big deal, especially on something like this Ruger American 300 Blackout. It's already a short barrel as it is. The tone, as you could hear, was changing throughout that range, as we expected it to do when you start off, well, what do we do? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 baffles. It really, like going from 4 baffles to 5, it is crazy what that one extra baffle did from 4 to 5. It was a night and day difference to me out here. The tone went from, I mean, it was fine. You could shoot it. I had no discomfort or anything. It was, I mean, we're shooting subsonic 300 Blackout here on a bolt gun. But it got Hollywood quiet with the 5 is what I'm trying to say. So why mess with 4 when you're only gonna add another inch there and do the whole stack? So 300 Blackout, amazing tone, very low, deep tone, super pleasing to the ear, very pleasing. 308, I decided just to shoot the full stack after experiencing what I did with the 300 Blackout, for reasons being, we're shooting supersonic, very high pressure ammo here. That microphone is not gonna be able to pick up a difference between 3 baffles and 5, because it's really gonna pick up that supersonic crack of that round breaking the sound barrier. So with 308, it just would have wasted your viewing time, and we wanted to do this. So 308 still sounded good, great tone. You can shoot it all day behind that sucker. The SOCOM test, damn. I'm not gonna lie, I was like concerned going into it, because it's a modular can and you don't want these things to move around during a test like that. They advised me prior to the test to just make sure you wrench them down really good, which I did off camera, and everything was fine. So as you can see from the video, it did extremely well. Somewhere along the middle of the test, or the like 75% through the test, I was seeing a lot of fireballs. That's probably most likely due to how hot the suppressor was. The gas inside was so hot, when the next projectile would go through, it was just igniting everything and sending fireballs out the front. It's very normal. I've seen it on other suppressor torture tests, so not a big deal there. I put on earmuffs for that test for obvious reasons, because we're just gonna be beating the hell out of my ears. But from what I could tell with the earmuffs on, it sounded great, very good tone. What else? The rifle speed upper. Those of you that visited JK Armament and Rifle Speed at Suppress Fest know what I'm about to say, but I did not adjust this. I left it on setting 10, and I shot it unsuppressed and suppressed as you saw it. I did not change the settings, and damn, it does a good job of mitigating gas to the face. I mean, I should have been gassed out pretty bad, and if you rewatch it, if you back it up, I was fine. No discomfort, and I was nose to charging handle, so I'm going to attribute that partially to the gas system from Rifle Speed and the fact that we're shooting 5.56 out of a 308 bore size aperture there. So yeah, pretty cool can. Again, like I said, I would just run it with the full stack, but you know, the cool thing about owning a modular suppressor like this is the ability to tinker with it at home. And if you're like me, if you're like most suppressor owners, we like to tinker with things, and that's exactly what it's designed to do, to be mission or rifle specific. So I'm not going to ramble on too much further. Very cool can, very cool company, very nice guys. Had the chance to meet them in person at Suppress Fest 2022. They were really cool. They had a lot of smiles coming out of their booth. Furthermore, if you guys signed up at the shoot with Capital Armory was a pretty slick idea. They were logging everybody's fingerprints and photos and storing them. So if you want to use my promo codes here on the channel later, anybody who went to the event and did that, all your stuff's already saved with Capital Armory. All you gotta do is just use the promo code and you can just order whatever suppressor you want. It ships right to your door. So pretty slick. That was a pretty good idea on their part. So shout out to them, shout out to JK Arment for trusting us with this torture test, and of course 2A Warehouse, because without them it'd be pretty expensive to do this test. So hope you guys enjoy the review. A lot more coming now that Suppress Fest's over, and then I'm gonna be hitting up SHOT Show shortly, and I'm gonna try to pump out some booth interviews with only cool products as usual here on NFA Review Channel. See you next time.